I guess when you're around this topic of chronic illness all the time and you know it doesn't like define you and all that stuff, it's undeniable to say that it hasn't taught you a lot of things, because it's very true. And one thing that comes up a lot, whether it's in Facebook groups, because I'm a part of maybe like 3 different Facebook groups related to Lyme, or people who I know that I'm just texting who have Lyme disease, and then friends who I knew from school who got Lyme disease and know I have it and are texting me and asking questions. And the common question or thought is, what do you do when your pain gets really bad? And this is not just for Lyme disease, because there are so many diseases and illnesses and disorders that cause chronic pain. Lyme disease, Bartonella, and all of the tick-borne diseases that I have are the base, the root of what causes my chronic pain. But that is not for everyone. There are many ways to get chronic pain, like from a car accident or just a ton of things. So I thought I would share what I do for when I'm having a lot of pain than normal. And one thing to point out is I haven't had a day without pain since I was 12 years old. I'm just scooching back because I'm wearing this pajama shirt that has Snoopy on it. And then I walked Sonoma outside to the bathroom just a little bit ago, and I put this red hat on, and it matches my pajama set. And I just feel really matchy and Christmassy right now. So, anyway, I do some things that are a little different than what people might expect, and I don't know, this is nowhere near doctor's advice, so take everything with a grain of salt. One of the things that I do, which lots of people don't do, is when I'm in a lot of pain, I move more. And it's not because movement or exercise helps my pain, which can be true for some people. Exercise does not help my pain. Yes, it definitely, a component of it, at least you're trying to, but when the pain's really bad, this is hard, you're trying to get your mind off the pain. So that's where mine kind of comes in. And I have ways of doing that. I have Fitbit, as I'm sure like everyone knows, and I found a way to make Fitbit more, accurate. When I'm at gymnastics and I'm walking and I'm doing things, I may like slouch so you can see my arms, with my arms up or this, and I'm showing different poses and such. It's not tracking my steps while I'm walking, because it doesn't recognize that my arms are, like I'm walking, what I'm doing, because my arms aren't like going like this or stuff like that. So I have put it on my ankle. It actually just fits at the end one, because this is a size small Fitbit, and I didn't think it would fit on my ankle. My mom jokes because she thinks it looks like a house arrest thing, which it obviously is not. It is just a Fitbit on my ankle. And that way, whatever I do with my arms crazy, it's not taking steps for that, because sometimes you get like accidental steps for hand movements that they think you're walking. And it still tracks my sleep like accurately. It still counts the floors when I go up the stairs. It still tracks my active minutes, and it calculates my steps way more accurate, because I literally just have to take a step and it knows. And I've made sure, like I've looked at the app and made sure I took 10 steps and it calculated it right. So on bad pain days, I force myself to get up and play with Sonoma more, and walk a lot, even when I'm having the worst pain, because one of the things is it makes me feel accomplished. And since I'm not in college, it's not like, yeah, I got an A+ on my paper. I just did something so amazing. Like, I can't think of like so many things that I have done that are like amazing since being home and dealing with all this stuff. So when I have Fitbit and I set my goals to my steps and I hit those goals, it makes me feel accomplished because I hit them. It gets me some exercise, even though I'm just walking. I'm not running a marathon. I'm not on the elliptical. I'm not doing anything crazy, but I'm still walking. So when I'm in the worst pain and I just want to go lay in bed, except if I literally can't walk, that's like the only time, instead of going and laying in bed, which I'll do like after I walk and take a nap because I do rest, I will go and walk outside, like in the yard with Sonoma, even if it's freezing, which it is now. And the cold makes my pain worse. And sometimes doing this makes my pain worse. So it sounds like it makes absolutely no sense, especially when I talk about it. But the endorphins of doing something and feeling good that you do something, and then coming in and of course I make myself a glass of tea and warm myself up, and it just makes me feel better. Epsom salt baths, I ordered bath bombs, like organic, natural, shea and coconut oil infused, all like healthy ones without the crazy synthetic dyes and nutso stuff. They'll come in tomorrow. So that's an incentive to get me in the bath more to detox. Also, when I'm in a lot more pain, I text my friends more because I need something to do. I hope that I have gymnastics that night because I want something to keep my mind off things. I'm also going to be getting this audiobook app that was recommended by my friend Emily Botnick, who's here on YouTube, and I have to get that set up through the public library, so whenever I do that, I will start listening to audiobooks. I also snuggle Sonoma when I'm in a lot of pain. He helps me fall asleep really well, better than taking, what is that sleep thing? Melatonin, which gives me weird dreams, or any of that stuff, bedtime tea. He's just, when you just cuddle up with him, it's so nice. So that's what I do when I'm in a lot of pain. Sometimes I like to stretch. I haven't stretched in a long time, and I kind of feel guilty about that. Another thing about this is sometimes the next day I'm in more pain, but we're trying to get that under control when my anesthesiologist calls back about me getting the back procedure done in the hospital and then ketamine infusions done in the hospital. It's a little trickier doing it with me, so it's taking longer to get through and actually get going with that. So I'm getting a little impatient because the cold weather is not good for my nervous system, but I try my best to bundle up and go out with Sonoma because the release of endorphins from being with your dog and being in the fresh air, even if the air hurts your skin, is good for you, and it's good to get out of the house, especially on days when I don't have gymnastics. And it's nice to get out of the house, even if you're not going somewhere, and even if your place you're going is a doctor's appointment, because I have doctor's appointments like every day this week. It's hard, I do not take pain medication because nothing works for me. That's why we're trying all these things. Well, we're gonna try with the hospital. The only thing I do sometimes is when I wake up with like a bad headache is I'll take Advil. My mom learned at a PANS/PANDAS conference, which is a type of autoimmune encephalopathy that commonly goes along with Lyme patients, that Advil is good for people with PANS or PANDAS to take and not Tylenol, and I forget why. But she learned that, so I'll take a couple Advil, but that has nothing to do with helping my nerves. I really use distraction and motivation to get me through the worst pain days more than sleep and rest. That's just when I'm like exhausted and tired. And just the competitive side of me, Fitbit, just wanting to win the challenge. I've won like 3 in a row, might have been 4 challenges in a row, 3 work week hustle, I think, and a weekend one, I think that's right. And then I'm like trying to keep my winning streak, and I know that Fitbit is not the most important thing, and if I'm really sick that I'll get like 2,000 steps or whatever, and it's not the end of the world, but it does keep me going, and it's something that I look forward to because I've always been into fitness, and yes, this is the lower end of fitness that I've like ever been in, but it's a way for me to be involved in something. If anyone has any comments and suggestions, especially on what types of videos they would like me to make, please comment down below. I'm very interested to see what kind of videos people would like to watch. And I definitely want to make a lot more videos that are not just me sitting down and talking about a topic, but going through my day or showing something about my day. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, so that's why any suggestions are welcome. Whether it's like, this is the first thing that comes to mind, a training session with Sonoma, or just me going through my daily life, or if you want to hear more updates about appointments and about a specific topic and me talking, or anything. So let me know.